Welcome to Whatever Happened to Pizza at McDonald's, the podcast where I ask the question, whatever happened to the pizza at McDonald's? I'm your host, Brian Thompson. I come to you this week with some disheartening news concerning my attempt to popularize the long-lost McDonald's pizza jingle by free soloing a skyscraper in downtown Los Angeles and singing said song from the top of the building. But first, I would like to offer a point of clarification about this jingle, a recreation of which I shall now play for any new listeners in the audience. Pizza, pizza, Happy Meal, pepperoni and cheese, also with the great surprise, may I have more, please? While I have repeatedly referred to this song as simply the McDonald's pizza jingle, it has come to my attention that the song was specifically composed to promote the McDonald's pizza Happy Meal. Some may believe this revelation might prove a hindrance to my efforts to promote the jingle to the masses, as the Happy Meal is targeted at a very specific audience of children only. But this is a misconception. In fact, Happy Meals are mostly purchased by adults who hoard the included toys in secure bunkers until their value appreciates enough to turn a profit on the Happy Meal toy black market. In the history of Happy Meal toys, only one line has ever known to decrease in value: a series of bathtub toys promoting the Steven Spielberg film Hook. But this is only because even the most depraved Happy Meal toy enthusiasts scoffed at the notion of sharing a bath with an even smaller version of Academy Award winner Dustin Hoffman. So I can say with the utmost humility that it was indeed quite a good idea I had to free solo to the top of the library tower, which is sometimes called the U.S. Bank Tower, and sing the McDonald's Pizza Happy Meal jingle through a megaphone. It is true that I have very little training in the art of climbing, but it is also true that the free solo technique does not require, and by definition prohibits, the use of complicated climbing equipment such as ropes, harnesses, etc. So in actuality, this technique is the best way for an untrained climber to metaphorically dip a figurative toe into the sport. Last week I called a climbing supply store and arranged for the purchase of a bag of chalk, as it is my understanding that free soloists will dip their hands into such a bag to dry up any slippery sweat that may accumulate on their skin. But upon arrival at the store, I was shocked to learn that the bag in question did not cost just a few dollars, as I had expected, but instead cost quite a few dollars. In fact, several of them. I informed the kind-hearted clerk that while the chalk bag may be marketed as a bag specifically for holding chalk, it is still just a bag, not unlike the bags that cost just 10 cents at the grocery store. He informed me that they are not the same, on account of the chalk bag has slits in it for threading a belt. But I countered with the notion that similar slits could be cut into a grocery bag, to which he stated that he wished me good luck with finding a grocery store that would allow me to carry a pair of scissors inside. I told him that I would not have to bring the scissors inside. I could simply hide them in a flower pot outside the grocery store while I went in for the bag. He asserted that it would not be such a good idea to hide a pair of scissors in a flower pot, lest said pot were only recently watered, thus exposing my scissors to the risk of rust. I conceded he had made a good point regarding this particular issue, but before I could continue our conversation, I was informed that the climbing store was closing. So I decided simply to forego the chalk bag purchase, as I suffer from underactive sweat glands anyway. I had also planned to carry with me a megaphone to amplify my singing voice once I got to the top of the skyscraper. As part of my training in undercover journalism, I have performed in several theatrical productions, including Death of a Salesman, A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, and perhaps my most critically noticed performance, the title role in Equus. I am thus quite skilled at projecting my voice. However, I anticipated I would still sound muffled to the passers-by in downtown Los Angeles due to wind, traffic noise, and the hovering of police helicopters ensuring I am not a jumper. However, I spent so much time discussing the existential nature of chalk bags with the kind clerk at the climbing store that almost every establishment that sold megaphones was also closed before I had a chance to shop there. It is true that I could have purchased a second-hand megaphone at one of the all-night pawn shops, but I have little faith in these businesses' hygiene practices after once purchasing a suspiciously wet, used clarinet reed. But as anyone who has rolled up a piece of paper like a megaphone and shouted into it like they were using a megaphone knows, a rolled-up piece of paper makes an excellent substitute for an electronic megaphone. In fact, the larger the paper megaphone, the louder. Thankfully, I live in Los Angeles, aka Movie Town, USA, where the sidewalks are literally plastered with oversized movie posters at all times. When a new film is released, its poster is plastered over an old film's poster. There are so many layers of new posters over old posters that it becomes difficult for the layperson to know where the old posters end and the new posters begin. So, to fashion an adequately sized paper megaphone, I took a poster for a new movie called Old. The only other piece of equipment I needed was some kind of soft surface to lay on the sidewalk beneath me in the unlikely event that I fall off the side of the skyscraper. Longtime listeners may recall a series of unfortunate incidents involving Casper mattresses, wherein my old house collapsed and I suffered some minor personality adjustments due to a malfunctioning microchip the Casper Mattress Company may or may not have implanted in my brain. As such, I am now a loyal customer of Lisa mattresses, which, in addition to being quite comfortable and affordable, also fold up to roughly the size of a miniature refrigerator, perfect for carrying on the subway as I commute to the library tower. With my preparations complete, I found myself less than 12 hours later regretting that I had not made one last preparation, letting my fingernails grow to such a length that they might have gained enough purchase on the metal ledge of a 12th floor office window to keep me from being blown off the side of the library tower, sometimes called the U.S. Bank Tower, when my makeshift megaphone made from a poster for the new film Old caught a gust of wind like the sail of a schooner. Thank goodness I had my Lisa mattress to catch me. Though, a short while later, I did feel it prudent to give the company some constructive advice for future documentation.
Thank you for calling Lisa. Your journey to better sleep starts here. Please stay on the line. Our next available sleep advisor will be with you shortly.
Thank you for contacting Lisa Sleep. How can I help you?
Hello, my name is Brian Thompson, and I was calling with, I wouldn't say it's a complaint about Lisa mattresses, but just with an account of a problem that I ran into with my own Lisa mattress that I thought you might be interested in hearing about.
I'm sorry, you're having an issue with your mattress?
Well, sort of. I will be the first to admit that I did not use the mattress according to its intended purpose, which I suppose would be sleeping. I am somewhat of an amateur climber, and I recently was attempting to scale a very tall building in downtown Los Angeles, and I put my Lisa mattress on the sidewalk underneath me to catch me if I fell. Unfortunately, I did not, conduct the proper training for the climb, and I did fall onto the mattress. And I am alive, but I did suffer. Thank you. I suffered a couple of injuries. My back feels a little bit funny, and so does my neck and my head, and both of my arms and both of my legs. So I was just calling because there was no specific warning against using a Lisa mattress as a safety device when free soloing a skyscraper, but maybe that's something that should be added to future products, maybe an addendum in the user manual or something like that.
Yeah, for sure. I can definitely pass that along to my our tech team and see if something can be added for that.
Okay.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, well, thank you for that. My next question is about the mattress itself. I do not want it to go to waste, but unfortunately there seems to be an indentation in it that appears to be permanent. It is a person-shaped indentation, and specifically it's shaped like my person. And I did hit the mattress very hard, and I do not know if this would be a comfortable mattress to sleep on, but I also do not want to just throw it in the dumpster. So do you have any suggestions for how to dispose of a slightly used, or actually, I guess, very used mattress?
How to dispose of it?
Yes.
Yes. There are a few suggestions since you're in the state of California. One would be 1-800-GOT-JUNK. Not sure if you've heard of that company. I'm sure you've seen trucks driving by.
Oh, are those big trucks full of junk?
Mm-hmm. Yep. They will come and pick up that mattress from your home, absolutely, and have it donated or recycled. Sounds like they more than likely have it recycled if it's, has that indentation in it. But yeah, they would definitely come out to the home.
Okay.
And remove the mattress.
1-800.
Another would be got junk. Just the words got junk. I'm not familiar with what the numbers, what the letters turn into.
Oh, I'm sure I can figure that out. I do have a telephone that has the letters on the numbers, fortunately. So.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, and then the other would be a website called Go, like the direction, Load Up. So that's GOLOAD as in Dan, U, P as in Paul.com. They also would be able to provide the same service.
Go, load, D as in Dan, up, P as in Paul, you said?
Yes, UP as in Paul.
Go load up UP as in Paul.com. Okay. I will make use of both of those resources, I suppose.
Okay.
And do you have any time frame as to when the warning about not using the mattress as a safety device when free soloing a skyscraper might be added to the user documentation?
I don't know, but I promise you that as soon as we complete this call, I will definitely pass this information along to my tech team. You can definitely reach back out and see, if we have an ETA for that, or a time.
Oh, I don't believe that would be necessary. I am a very trusting person. I do trust you when you say you promise. But thank you for offering your promise.
I promise. Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
And do you have any other questions for me?
I do not believe so. I think I just need some bed rest. Unfortunately, I'm without a mattress right now, but that's a separate issue.
Yes. And, please stay safe. I hope that it goes well should you decide to try that again. You take care and try to enjoy the rest of your day, okay?
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Triad Junk Removal. Do it Junkman style. We clean your attic, your construction site too. Your debris, your garage, and even sweep when we're through. No job too big, no job too small. We do it all. Give us a call and do it Junkman style. When you need a high-quality, low-cost, full-service junk removal company, call Triad Junk Removal. And remember, do it Junkman style. Call today.
Thank you for consuming Whatever Happened to Pizza at McDonald's. For more information, please visit our attractive website at pizzaatmcdonalds.com. Please like and subscribe on YouTube. For exclusive rewards, join our Patreon at patreon.com/pizzaatmcd's. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at @pizzaatmcd's. Browse our priceless merchandise at TeePublic. And purchase my best-selling book, How to Be an Investigative Journalist, at howtobeaninvestigativejournalist.com or wherever books are sold. Do you know what happened to pizza at McDonald's? Do you remember it? Please send all correspondence to pizzaatmcdonalds@gmail.com. Thank you to my invaluable Patreon producers. Until next time, I'm Brian Thompson, Investigative Journalist.